and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your hostess with the mostest Marky Saint. Every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive, and this morning is no different. I've given myself a 2-week hiatus, got my mind right, and then I turned around and the weather done changed on me. This is such a life. It's so exciting to be alive, to know that things change. You know, that's the only constant that I know that's out there, is that life goes on. And I've heard this from, what are you mean you're trying to connect? The system's just going haywire because the weather's going haywire. Welcome to the season. That's what I wanted to talk about. Just how fast life can change. One minute I was in ultimate bliss. I had a girlfriend, money, business. Next thing I know, murder, breakups, and lulls. And then I realized, just like you know, that that's what life is. It's this big old roller coaster that we wait for 3 hours, for 3 months, for it to come out. Windy as fuck. I've been a long sleep, yo. This bitch went from 115 degrees to 80 degrees like a bipolar person. And that's what happens in our lives. There is no straight line straight to the graveyard. It is such a curvy little winding path. We talked about it yesterday, and Hunter S. Thompson saying you don't want to end up with the perfect body in a casket. No, you're going to have plenty of scrapes and scratches all the way till you end up where you're supposed to be. And that's what I love about change, is it makes us adapt. Like, that's what I've been trying to teach people from Saints Addiction, is I had to adapt to a new lifestyle. I had to adapt away from being in an addiction mentality where I didn't know where I was headed. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel happy, and I had no motivation. Now I do the morning marijuana motivation every morning. I've got plenty of motivation to know what I want to do with my life. That I only have so many days to make the ideas come to reality. And that's pretty much the whole experience. It's like, sure, I'm going to wake up. Sure, I'm going to do my push-ups, my eating, my friends. This all is going to be part of my existence, right? But the mix-up is like how the weather changes, right? Friends can change, weather can change, mentality can change. And that's why I wanted to do this show this morning, is our mentality can change. That's the best asset of a human being, is adaptation. We have the mental clarity to choose our existence. You can be a dog and cat. You can be a dog, wait for your meals to get to you, be locked behind a door you can't open, no access to clean water unless someone gives it to you. Or you could be a human who has the plague of emotional instability and weather instability, but we got freedom. We have the freedom to think new thoughts. We have the freedom to make a negative into a positive, and that's what Saints Addiction was that I had a reality that I didn't like, right? I was depressed, overweight, too single for my own good, and then I flipped the switch. Like, something inside of me said, there's a whole world out there. There's a whole world out there. Even if this world's on fire, there are other worlds that are not. And that's all of us. We go from blue to red real quick. We go from super happy to super sad. And we don't know how to quit. We don't know how to quit our wellness wheel. We don't know how to quit the middle of this roller coaster ride that's life. But we wait for 3 hours in line just to get some sort of excitement. That's what I was telling somebody the other day. Would you do porn if you couldn't see in your face? Of course you would, right? Because you're sexual, and that's a natural occurrence. But it's also excitement. We do all sorts of crazy shit for excitement. We get bored. We do the same thing over and over again, and we look to do crazy things just to feel alive. Fighters in the UFC getting punched in the face is like, why you fight? Because fighting's fun. It's like life is boring. He said that. I was listening to it last night, but life can be very boring, and then it'll switch it up on you real quick. It'll give you a new weather, a new mentality, a new something to bitch about, or a new something to joy about, and that's the life. So we shake up our sticks, we shake up our cards, we shake up the dice, and we throw it up against the wall, and we go, Yahtzee! What a life it is. And there it is. It's a hell of a life if you want to make it that way. And it could be a hell of a life if you want to make it that way as well. So the choice is yours. black or white, negative or positive, go to the light or go to the darkness. It's up to you. I just chose differently. I just didn't like what that other stuff felt like. Yeah, so sure, fires can come and turn the sun red and change the whole weather upside down. One minute it was summer, and next thing you know, it's winter. It just skipped right through fall. I'm already wearing, like I said, a long sleeve. I went from a tank top to a long sleeve. And that's what life does to us. We have to have our hands up at all times. That's what boxing rules are, is that you're supposed to protect yourself at all times. And then there's the mentality of it, the philosophy of being what they said, survival of the fittest is not what Darwin said. He said it was those that adapt to their environment survive. And that's what I wanted people to have, is life hacks, mental hacks into their lives so they can survive. So not every wave that hits you is the end-all be-all. No, you're used to these waves. You're used to calm seas and stormy weather, and that's the full experience of life. So ebb and flow, y'all. Ebb and flow, feast or famine. You know, there's a balance here. Like I said, when I got back from Peru, everybody was about dichotomy. That sure, the sun will shine right now, but there's always going to be a night. There's always going to be a boy. There's always going to be a girl. You know, we have these different energies, the happy and the sad. And it's just a wellness wheel. It's going to keep going around, up and down like the Ferris wheel. And sure, you might ride it, that bitch, all day and all day for hours and hours for the rest of your life, but enjoy it while it's high. Hopefully it speeds up while it's low. And I hope you got something out of this message too. So from my heart, from the start, it's your boy Marky Saint. I love what I do. This is Saint's Addiction. I love my life! Hope you love your life too. And make the most out of these situations. I just wrote a friend, they got out in Oregon, but then their life got burnt up. You know, and now it's like that again. Every time you fall off the Titanic, it's what do I have with me, you know? And there's that Hope Diamond, there's priceless works of art, but most important, there's your life, and that's worth everything on the boat. So from my heart, from the start, your boy Marky Saint, peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye but not forever in Finnish, and I'm gonna leave you with a blessing. Bless the people that lost their homes. Bless this weather. Bless you for watching. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side.